Hi, everybody. This is part 2 because we had a little bit of a glitch. But that's okay. This is happening. So we're talking about mind control. And you were saying that mind control is a way of getting people or humans to walk in this one narrative, and not the narrative that they want, not the story that they want to follow, not the things that are important to them, but important to those who are selling the product.
Right. Using what's important to you to bring you down that narrative, that road to where they want you to go.
That's usually the YouTube thing, right?
YouTube does. I just did a training on how to actually get you to watch the next video, because I get paid, YouTube people get paid. The longer you're on the video, the longer watch time you have.
We're not getting paid yet, are we?
Not till we get 1,000 subscribers. We have 300 some. Yeah, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. But anyway, so what happens is, then the algorithms throw you a lot of traffic because you are holding the engagement longer. So it's watch time from our creative perspective. And we're not creating content anymore. We're creating mentorship, relationships, understanding of what's going on. We care for you. Right. We want the best for you. So that's why we're doing these videos.
We want you to find out for yourselves, and to find out through us. If we spark some kind of interest inside of you to find out, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going to find out what they're talking about.
Ask questions till satisfied. Yeah. Also, know thyself, be true. Also, if you don't know yourself, be true. This world will teach you if you're looking for it.
Exactly. And that's what we're here for. That's what the human beings came to this earth for. So that we can learn, and that we can rise up against these things and rise up within ourselves. And that's the most important thing, is to go inside to find that part of you that's passionate about something, and not lose that passion by following somebody else's lead. You know, we all have our own leads within us.
We have purpose. We're all here with purpose. That's what I understand. I could be wrong. But if you don't have a purpose, you have sort of a flatline life, and you're going to follow other people around who have purpose.
And government is a big part of this. Lately, the government, governments have been, or up until this point, have been lying to us about
flat out
about history, about what they're going to do for us. They're not doing anything for us. They're working for us.
We pay them to go to work.
Yeah, we pay their salary.
And they're not following our instructions.
No, they're not.
So as a business owner, I would fire someone who's not following my instructions, because then the whole thing can't work.
That's right.
So when you know yourself, be true, empowerment is you being self-responsible for everything in your reality.
That's right.
Everything.
And not get caught up into the lies that they're leading you to. That's the news for you. You know, the mainstream news, lamestream media, we call commercials.
That's a whole nother level. TV is actually hypnosis. It goes in the waves.
Hypnosis.
Because of the flicker, and because of the blue light. And you want to watch your macular degeneration situation. If your eyes are getting all whacked out, you better check out your screen.
Well, and what I find interesting is I use the amber glasses.
Amber glasses,
and that cuts down on the blue light. And I use that before I go to bed if I want to see something that I want to watch.
Because blue light is natural, and when the sun is out. Yes. But it's unnatural when the sun's not out. So you're watching a screen. It's unnatural
anytime.
But actually your brain gets a little discombobulated because it should be done at sunset, but it continues.
Well, look at the LED lights. These are the things that are horrible for
your
eyes.
That's why our president's making them.
They're
angst.
We were sold a bill of goods. Oh, what is it?
They'll last for a long time.
It saves energy. No, that's not it. And they can't be recycled because there's a whole bunch of mechanisms inside them that you can't be recycling. So you can't recycle these.
Especially those plastic ones. The plastic light bulbs has a computer in it. Open it up and look for yourself.
You cannot recycle those. And they're blinding. The headlights on the cars are blinding.
That's why it's really hard to drive at night. It's damaging your macular degeneration.
Right. It's just like you're blinded while you're driving. Thank you for blinding my irises.
Right. So we have to preserve our vision, our physicalness, the AI wants our brain, copy it, and then throw it back at us, but it'll never be as smart as one of our eyeballs.
That's right.
We are incredible beings. we are in getting our next movement in evolution is to understand who we really are in the scheme of things.
That's right.
And the bad guys are helping us see that.
By
So they're
doing
not
their shenanigans.
by doing their shenanigans, because then we go, wait a second, and we ask questions so satisfied because it's not working so well for us.
There's a lot of shenanigans going around. They just said that they just arrested the guy who started the Pacific Palisades fire, which is a joke.
Yeah, they have to get a patsy on that kind of things. We're in California. What's the date?
Oh, today is
October 8th.
9th. Tomorrow's 10/10.
2025.
Tomorrow's 10/10. So it's 2025. But it just came out in the news, and it's so. Look on Peggy. What's her name?
Peggy Hall.
Peggy Hall. She has a great
what is it?
video
American?
The
Healthy American. She's out of Southern California.
She takes it apart, and it's amazing how they just found this Patsy guy who's an Uber driver who said that he came around and he's fascinated with fire, and that's why he started the fires and how did all this tiny little guy who was an Uber driver, they say, you know,
there were multiple fires started at one time from sleeper cells, probably.
Well, they have drones out there
because they wanted that property. They put the wind in just like they did in
and the drones came in and started with the lasers and started lasering different places. How come Tom Hanks' house survived?
Right.
How come the toilets melted? You know, in this extreme fire, and the trees are still up.
Yeah.
You know, how come cars melted?
And how come they're not rebuilding and giving permits just like Maui and Paradise and Palisades?
Now, what I heard also was that in Malibu, all this property on the beach that was burned out is being sold for under price to Chinese, to the Chinese government. Or
and then on the other hand, we have a president that's null and voiding anybody who wants to. If you're a foreigner, you can't buy property in America.
Oh boy,
that's in the books, that's out there in the ethers, and that's what's going to be happening. Also, the property taxes. I just talked to a young man, $20,000 he paid property taxes just today, and he's a renter of ours, but paid property taxes for his property because he owns businesses on it and rentals on it, so he has this high property tax. And they do it in such a way where he has to pay again in January another $20,000 because it's like they do it annually or something like that.
So
he'll be paying $40,000 for property tax because he has renters on it. That's the only reason why it's so high in California. Now that stuff's going away.
This is this governor here, Newsom, that we like to call
him. It's him and his minions.
And his
it's
cronies
people who are not right in the head because they've been programmed with a narrative and mind control.
They're all mind controlled. And the mayor of Los Angeles, the Pacific Palisades, she was mind controlled too. So much the fire hydrants didn't have any water in them.
That's a biggie. How would you like it if you had a fire? Oh, no problem. I got a hydrant right here. It's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah,
and
it's a setup. The wind
out all of the reservoirs.
Yeah,
it
was a setup on everything. They did see that. They didn't know that we would figure this out and see it.
Yeah.
But there's a big campaign going, especially Palisades, because there's a lot of money involved, and people with a lot of money go, "What the heck?" Yeah. But the people that don't have a lot of money get rolled over because they have nothing to throw back at them.
And the same
but they
with
have
the Lahaina
throwback.
Fire. The same with the Lahaina.
And they have throwback, and they have a lot. But that's spiritual from Lahaina.
Yeah.
They're going to kick their hands. Their butts handed to them spiritually.
Yeah, that's true.
And then here in the Palisades, they're going to get their finances handed to them. They're not going to. It's going to be a lose-lose thing for the mayor and for the governor.
I'm just waiting for that to all come down because it's just a horrible crime for these poor people that lost all their homes.
Can you imagine? It's just living in paradise and then all of a sudden have nothing.
Nothing.
Because of criminal, corrupt activities, using mind control to fool the rest of us that everything's okay over here.
Mind control comes from the narrative from the newscasters. It comes from the ads, like we said,